Now I want to hear the black version. Y'all know what the black version is? Throw a little rhythm into it and say, "Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday." Nah, I'm just joking. I just want to thank y'all for the birthday wishes. I looked at my Facebook and got a lot of calls and a lot of texts, and I just want to say thank you guys. First of all, I want to thank God. But every day I thank God because every day waking up is a positive thing. So I just don't wait every year. I just go thank Him every day. Let Him know that, it's a blessing just to wake up. Because unfortunately, a lot of people's not even waking up on a day. So 250,000 people a day die a day in this world. So it's a blessing just to wake up. And even to wake up to someone saying happy birthday to you. Or wake up to saying someone that they love you. Or wake up to a bed. Or wake up without no clothes, or, there's a lot of unfortunate people, especially at this time that is going through it. So you guys got to understand, the positivity and recognize that just waking up is a positive thing, no matter what your situation is. So I want to thank God. But y'all that know me knows that we represent positive energy down here at Fresh Start. Positive energy only. And we want you guys to know that just as. So when we're going to start this show, we're going to bring out positive energy. I'm going to teach you guys a little mindfulness of getting into this breathing. Because when I just first started the show, I was getting a little anxious, feeling a little anxiety. And I had to start doing my breathing. This is my first time going live. I'm trying a new adventure. And I want to see how it works. So I'm putting myself out there. But there are ways to reduce the anxious, feeling anxious. There's ways to reduce the anxiety. So I'm just going to show you guys one way. And just bear with me and go through it with me. And enjoy this with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale positive energy. Exhale negative energy. Inhale positive energy. Release negative energy. Inhale positive energy. Release negative energy. So I'm going to give you guys a minute and focus on this. And breathe. You got to do it for a minute. I won't interrupt. See if you can do it. Inhale positivity. Exhale negativity. Inhale positivity. Exhale negativity. Inhale positivity. Exhale negativity. Keep breathing, guys. See if you can focus for a minute. Focus your attention on this. See if it does stop. Focus your attention on that. Just breathing. All that negative energy is now released. All you guys got is positive thoughts on your minds and positive things. So that's the way how we're going to start the show. Welcome to train your brain. Right now is a hot mess in this world today with the corona going on. Oh man, this corona is a trip. It caught a lot of people off guard. I was just remembering at the beginning of New Year's, I said 2020, what was your plans? What was your thinking? And what was your direction and where you wanted to go? But no way in HEL double hockey sticks did I think about this stuff. This stuff is crazy out here, boy. I was talking to one of my guys that I know, and he was just released from prison. And he said to me, "Hey, Derrick, man, this corona stuff is terrible, man. I don't know what's going on with this stuff, man. I'm used to dodging police and dodging bullets. I can't dodge this corona." I said, none of us is used to this, You got to wash your hands. I feel bad for them dark brothers. You dark brothers got to keep washing your hands. Your hands will be all ashy by the end of the day and stuff like that. So it changed a lot of our lives, man. We had to buckle down and start figuring out what's important, what's important to us, what's important to our family, what's going on. We're all human beings, guys. And that's one thing that you got to remember, no matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, no matter what your race is, no matter what your culture is, we're all human beings, and that's what comes first. So we got to make sure that we have that empathy and that sympathy and that compassion for the individuals that's really, really getting affected by it, Literally, people are losing their lives, just over a virus that we're not sure about. You can hear all this controversy stories, people on the internet talking about if you go outside and if you're around dogs, you can catch it. I don't know how true that is, but I doubt it. They also, in the black community, they were talking about, if you were black, you can't get it. If you were black, you can't get it. And then you heard the one with Donald Trump talking about all you got to do is throw some bleach in you and you can get rid of it. So, even from the president down, you're hearing all these mistruths and you're hearing all these false things that's going around concerning the virus. So what we're going to do on our platform, we're also going to promote the Worcester city of Worcester when they're talking about the coronavirus. We're going to promote there and share their video on Fresh Starts video every day, so that way you can get a local perspective of really what's going on here and what's going on in the community now. But it's a trip, man. I be having the kids over the house and stuff. I be spending like $400 or $500 a week just for food nowadays, man. Those kids don't know what to stop. They eat more than one bag of chips, 5 bags of chips by the end of the day, and oh, these kids are driving me crazy. Sometimes I just want to shake them or love them. I don't know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the kids, I talked with the kids today, and they was like, I hate school. I don't want to go to school. I hate school. I don't want to go to school. And they complain about school their whole life. Now they're complaining about not going to school. So I want to go to school. I miss my friends. I miss my teacher. Well, just last week you hated your teacher. You talk about you miss your teacher now. So, yeah, it's real messed up. But, we're humans, guys, and we can get through this with the support and help of each other. We can get through this by just being there for one another the best we can. But also being smart. We still got to live. You got to live your life. Corona ain't going nowhere. When the state opens up, what is it, May 4th? Corona's still going to be here. It ain't going nowhere. All that means is stuff is open, you have more chance to be able to attract it. But you still got to live. Back in my days, the pandemic that I went through in the 80s, when I was in the early 80s and stuff, was the AIDS. When the AIDS came out, people were talking about, like, you can't have sex, you touch a person, you only could be gay. There was so much, mistruths to what was really going on, and nobody didn't really know the facts. But it also brought a voice of paranoia, afraid of people with the virus, afraid of people that's in that population of getting in. And, it was a lot of mistruths, a lot of things that was falsely told about the virus. And that's the same thing that's going on. We fear what we don't know. This is something that we all don't know about, and we fear. And we look for the professionals to be able to tell us the truth of what's going on. Now, I tell people about science. Science is real. Facts are facts. And the same thing that's going on right here with the virus is the same thing that's going on with global warming and all the rest of this stuff. Facts are facts. Science is science. It all correlates together. So, once the scientist tells you that we need to innovate and put more money into this type of stuff, we got to, guys, because this is out of our control. And people is talking about opening up their cities, and okay, that's opening up. That's okay. But the only reason why they're really stopping, so we're not overwhelming the healthcare people, the individuals and essential workers that's in the hospital. I feel for you guys. I pray for you guys with all my heart, all my blessings. I have rewards and stuff that we're going to have some special things for you guys too, available for you guys. But my prayers go out to you. My heart go out to you. Much love, much admiration and appreciation for the work you do. Because it's not hard work. It's hard walking into somebody that that's got a virus that could kill you, kill your kids, but you still put that aside and you show the empathy and the compassion that you do to get them people through it. It's one of the realest things you could do, and my heart goes out to you. A lot of people's not built that way. My heart goes out to the grocery store workers. I be seeing little kids in there, 16, 18 years old, 17 years old, just putting themselves through it just to get that money, and wearing the gloves and doing all the necessary things that they could do to prevent it, So you guys just got to be smart. Be smart about what you do. When it opens up on May 4th, that doesn't mean you could still go do all the same things that you could do. No, you could still be able to live because you don't want to live in fear, but you just got to be smart about it. Take the necessary precautions to get you through it. Wear the gloves. Wash your hands. Forget about your hands getting ashy and stuff. I know my hands be ashy as HEL, but forget about that. Take all the necessary precautions to get you through it, and make sure your kids do. Follow your kids, don't let them go sleep over friends' houses because you don't know who they letting in and what their parents are doing. So keep them home, let them make sure they stay home, for the time being until everything starts slowing down and figuring out. Because if a kid goes to one house, he could bring that necessarily back to your house, and then everybody else can get it. So be cautious of that. Just not cautious of yourself and making sure yourself is protected. Make sure the children around you. There was an incident today, man, that really tested my patience to the fullest. I went into to CVS. Yes, I had to go dye this hair, get a little black. That stuff was too gray. I didn't get a haircut in over 2 months. I didn't dye my hair in 2 months. I was looking worse than the old Bill Cosby. Not Bill Cosby, but let me stop on that. But and this guy, so I was at the cash register, getting my stuff, and I backed up. I was paying the thing. The guy just came right next to me to the register, then reached around me, put his basket on the thing, and then walked right behind me back over again. I said, "Excuse me, brother, social distance." I had my mask, I had my gloves. He didn't have a mask and he didn't have a glove. And then he just started going in on me. I'm gonna stand right here. I just looked at the register lady, and she started going in with him. "No, he's right, sir. You got to go over here. You got to go do it." That whole time, I just let her talk with him and her deal with him. And then I just paid my thing. I said, "Thank you. Good luck for, out here and stuff like that." But that's what you got to deal with. You got people like that's going to test you. You know what I mean? And just because they're not taking it serious, you got to be able to make sure you protect yourself. So don't be afraid to say, "Excuse me, back up," but do it in a respectful, professional way. And if they're going to go there, just remove yourself from it, And the only thing we can do is what we can control. We can't control nobody else's actions, but we can control ourselves. So, I just want to let you guys know that I'm here for you for going through this pandemic. It is serious out here. A lot of serious things are going on. People are still not eating. People are still being released from prisons. People are still on drugs. People are still, are homeless. People still need food. The world is still going around. Life goes on, no matter what's out there. So be able to get ready to, get yourself together and pull it together. And I would like to let y'all know any way that y'all can help. Go to Fresh Start, to our website, and be able to help us out, because we're pushing this movement. Go donate $1 a month, $5 a month. I hear people donating to all these politicians for presidents and stuff like that, and all we asking for the same thing. Give us $1 a month. 1,000 people give us $1 a month. We got $1,000 to be able to keep this open. So go to the website, see what you can do to help, and and all that good stuff. But let me explain to you who I am for the ones that don't know me. My name is Derrick Kiser. I'm the CEO of Fresh Start Wellness Center. Fresh Start Wellness Center is a program that promotes mental health within the criminal justice system and the educational systems. We feel that if we give the individuals the tools and the resources and the skills to be, to get through their everyday life, they won't find themselves in the situations that they're in. To this date, we got over 188, I think, that individuals' jobs. We got over 68 individuals with mental health services, 28 to 38, excuse me for the numbers if I'm wrong, vocational, educational training, all with myself and a dedicated volunteer staff of a few. We've been out here pushing it. I know you guys been seeing us out here doing all these amazing things, and it's just not me alone. It's everybody's taking the credit. The volunteers, that came with us to go clean all of the things, the volunteers that come speaks with the kids with me at the schools, I just got love for you, and I appreciate you. I got much appreciation for you guys that helped out and assist us through this. So I just want to let you guys know that we're going to continue regardless. If y'all ain't giving us no money, we ain't getting no money from the city. We ain't getting no money from the state. We ain't getting no money from the federal government. I applied for these small businesses loans, and we're not asking money for our personal stuff. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm laying out more than six figures on this already. So it's about service. It's about us helping each other. I created programs and workshops, diversion and re-entry programs. I created intervention programs where it's preventing individuals to get into drugs, preventing individuals from getting in the gang. We go promote mental health awareness, because that's the key, So we do a lot of amazing things right here, but we're going to need you guys' help to continue this movement. So with anything that we could do to help you, assist you guys through this pandemic, don't be afraid to just ask us. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to ask y'all for some help too. So, I would appreciate that, you guys giving back. And then going into my personal self, all of you guys, some of you guys just might know me, Fresh Start CEO, founder, face of Fresh Start. But also I was, one of the co-founders of the first gang out here in Worcester, and back in the earlys in the 80s. It was a bad time. I was 13, 12 years old, involved in all that stuff. And we did a lot of stuff that, I'm not proud of it, but I don't regret it because it made me into the man I am today. And, 1996, I found myself incarcerated in the Worcester House of Correction, and I read a book called Happy Jack Burbage about this Italian mafia hitman that gave his life to God. And 20, after reading that book, I got down on my knees and I prayed to God, if you get me out of this situation, I promise to do good. I promise to serve you. Ever since then, 24 years later, God kept his promise and I kept my promise. And I just been moving on, just trying to do all the things that I need to do, through my professional career. I went, after making that promise, I went and got a bachelor's degree at Worcester State in communications. I went and became a Worcester public school teacher. I taught 6th grade at Fannin Alternative Schools. It's so funny, some of the kids that I taught are now involved with Fresh Start because of, their divergent entry and they finally find themselves in the criminal justice system. It's something serious, and that's why, I was alternative kid school. I graduated from St. Casimir. I graduated in honors. I was doing calculus when I graduated. So it's not that the education and we're not smart, it's just our behaviors and our traumas and stuff that we experience prevents us from doing the necessary things we can do. So, and during my professional years, I also taught at East Middle. I was the in-school suspension room teacher at East Middle. I also was a substitute there. I enjoyed that there. The administration there was just, a big help. Met a lot of people. So I understand, you teachers, and trust me, I know. After that, I moved to Springfield. I was a character development behavior specialist at a charter elementary, Martin Luther King Charter Elementary School. It was a school that was just brand new. We brought that into a school that's got over 600 students now, and we did a lot of amazing things. I also was a counselor for NCYF, where I counseled DYS kids, DCF kids, foster kid kids, and I also was a in-house sub at Dean Holyoke, Dean High School in Holyoke. But these past 6 to 7 years, I was an in-home therapist. I've been working as an in-home therapist, and that consists of going into people's homes, talking with the parents, talking with the kid, the client, talking with the parents, talking with the collateral contacts, his school, his teacher. I want to know who's your baby's father is. I want to know who's your baby's mama. I want to know everybody that's involved in the kid's life. And by me doing IHT for the past 7 to 8 years, showed me that there's a whole lot of things that we need to help these families with, and they are open and they are willing to change and to learn to do the right things and and make the right decisions. But sometimes they just need the support, and the strategies and skills to be able to deal with all this stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be able to provide here for you guys. But right now we're gonna take a commercial break. Yes, Fresh Start do have commercial breaks. We get down like that. So, and then we'll be back. So go grab you a water, go grab you something, or go to Fresh Start website, donate some money real fast, and you know what I mean. And come on back. Make sure you come on back. Yes, we're back. Once again, I'm Derrick Kiser, CEO of Fresh Start. Today is my birthday. I just want to thank my auntie. Auntie, you always look out. I got nothing but love for you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the Steelers stuff. You know how I represent to the fullest out here in New England. The home of the Patriots, but you know how that goes. But I ain't gonna get started in that. But I hope you guys went to the website. Hope you guys, went there and, supported us and let us know what we do. Right now, I'm going to talk about the program, Train Your Brain. Train your brain. This is the key. Train your brain. This is the Bible, the clinical Bible for all clinicians. These are a bunch of disorders that's involved with this. So these are all our problems that we go through. It's all in here. And they tell you so many problems that as human beings that we have that's involved with the mind. So this has got a lot going on. So I just want to get you guys thinking about the brain, right? The brain is the funny thing. The brain is your most important muscle and your most important organ in your body. There's nothing more important than the brain. And people don't realize that, you could train your brain to do some marvelous things, some things that you wouldn't even believe that you could do. Think about this. An iPhone, right? We have an iPhone here. Oh, I see you, Mom. I see you call me. Yeah. But we have an iPhone here. For all the individuals that use your iPhone, they call it a smartphone. Why do they call it a smartphone? Because this smartphone does amazing things, does things that we don't even know that we can't do. So we'll ask our phone, hey Google, what do blah 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 this, and then Google will tell you this. Or you can go to do all these health things. You got so much things that you could do on your phone. You got so many apps that you could put on your phone to be able to do all these different things on the phone. But do you utilize everything on your phone? No. All I know how to do is text, email, social media, and a few other things because I'm not technology savvy. But once I started learning more about the phones and putting more use to it, I learned that I could do some amazing things with this phone that I never knew I could do with it. Because I start engaging more, I start training, I start practicing, and I start being afraid to deal with certain things. So that's the same thing with the brain, guys. We have so much untapped wisdom, knowledge up here that we don't even know. And I'm just going to try to give you guys tools and resources and skills and strategies to be able to help get you out of the situations you are or help assist you through this pandemic. First thing, one of our main goals here for Train Your Brain is mental health awareness. The stigma is real. I've been pushing this mental health awareness for over a long time now, especially in the minorities communities. We run to faith, we run to family, we run to the mistrust of the systems about mental health. So we really don't even have nobody to address when we talk about mental health because we look at it as a form of weakness. I was talking to a guy that just came out of jail. He did 8 years. And he said, Derrick, I like what you're doing, man. There's a lot of good stuff, man. I said, yeah, man, I also help you get mental health. No, ain't nothing wrong with my mental. Brother, you just did 8 years in jail. You're telling me there's nothing wrong with your mental? But that's the stigma itself right there. Me personally, I have post-traumatic stress. All the stuff that I experienced and I've seen in my life is some serious stuff. And it caused me to react and to do things that I shouldn't even do. And to this day, every day I mentally, physically, spiritually prepare myself to deal with my stuff every day because I know it's coming. So I provided myself with tools and resources and skills to help get me through it. I talk with people to still help get me through it. I still see a counselor to this day. You know what I mean? So they're help. If something happened to your knee, they'll say, go to a knee doctor, go get your knee operated on, and go get it fixed. So once you go get it fixed, you'll go to a specialist, they'll fix your knee, and then they'll say after they fix your knee through the operation, they'll come back and say, all right, how's your knee? All right, now you need to go to therapy, physical therapy. And then you go to physical therapy and you get adjusted. That's the same thing that happens with here in your brain, guys. Maybe if you might experience some trauma. Maybe you guys, one of you guys been socially, physically, emotionally abused. Some of you guys might have been sexually abused. Some of you guys might have been verbally abused. Some of you guys might have witnessed domestic violence or seen things that you haven't seen, and this created trauma in you that you didn't even know what you have. So when you see yourself acting out, or you see yourself crying, or you see yourself depressed, or you see yourself feeling certain ways that's not productive and constructive, that's all to the trauma that you experience. And we don't even realize that. A lot of the behaviors that I was doing in my past, through my elementary all the way into being in adulthood, was things that had to go back to my history in my past. Things that were okay and really wasn't so okay. So, what I had to do is I had to reprogram myself of the negative deconstructive stuff and program my stuff with the positive constructive stuff. Focus on mind, body, and spirit. You can't do nothing one without the other. And I'll go through this. And this is a 12-week. This is a 12-week show. We're gonna have it for 12 weeks, Mondays and Fridays at 3:00. Everything. And my main focus is to push mental health awareness. You guys got kids that senior this year. Them kids didn't even get a chance to go to their graduation. They didn't even get a chance to go to their prom. How they're feeling. Most of the kids are just sitting in the house all anxious and depressed and just sitting around not doing nothing. How do you think that makes them feel? So we got to give them the tools to be able to get through this. Let them know that it's going to be better, okay. Let them know that there's other things more important than just going to graduation or prom. Just letting them know that you're alive and that you made it through this. You got to make sure you're there with the kids right now. You're sitting up there, you're seeing these kids, and all they're doing is just sitting in their room. I remember back in the days, kids nowadays, back in the days when your mom had to punish you, say, stay in your room and don't talk to nobody and just stay in your room and be alone. Nowadays, you got to take your kid, go outside and meet a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's all messed up now because these kids are so socially, emotionally into themselves. So we got to be able to provide them the skills to get out of their funk, even if they might not see that they're in a funk. We know that they're in a funk because what's going on right now isn't normal to us. And as adults, we got to do better to recognize what they're going through. Even though we're all going through it, we got all this stress. They want to, sometimes you just want to shake them, you know what I mean? And do all these things. Just recognize that they're going through it too. They got a lot of anxieties. They got a lot of worries about what's going on, if they're ever going to see their friends or if they're ever going to graduate. So I'm just letting you guys know it's okay to ask for help. Mental health awareness is here. We all have problems. We all have issues. And the one that says they stuff don't stink, then it's on them. So I would just want you guys to know that this is going to be a family-friendly educational show where we're going to address stuff like mental health. We're going to bring up topics and strategies so you guys can focus on, talk about anxiety. Like Friday, I would bring up anxiety. I would give you guys strategies and tools and let you understand the real definition of anxiety. Anxiety is more than worrying. It's a whole lot more in detail, to this. When I first thought I was going to go into the counseling, I know how to counsel. I know how to do all this and do all that. But once you start learning them books and you're learning what really goes on inside this brain right here, it's an amazing thing. And then you start figuring out, this is why I do this. This is why I act this way. Every day I'm working on myself. I try to get myself out of comfort zone because I need to grow. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. I still be making mistakes. I still be hurting the people I love. And, I still be doing all the wrong things that I shouldn't do, but not intentionally, And just because we're human, and we're going to do that. We're going to make mistakes. But if we get the tools and if we get the help and we provide us with the strategies, we'll minimize our negative risk factors. You know what I mean? And we'll do less of all that stuff that was bringing us down. So I just want to focus on mental health. And next time we want to provide you guys with the knowledge of services that's out here and available. There's so much services available for you guys. If you guys are hungry right now, all you got to do be just ask. They got meals, people delivering meals to you. I know my brother Ron Waddell on Legendary Legacies. He's going around having these young men delivering food to individuals and stuff. So you got so many people out here that's doing so many amazing things that's willing to give you the help. You got counselors. If you're just getting out of jail, you got my brother Mike Arello at Everyday Miracles. If you have a substance abuse, they do Zoom Zoom meetings, and he still could be able to get you resources. So one of these shows, this show is going to be able to provide you the resources that you need. So when you get a chance, go to our, if you provide a service for individuals, go to our resource, to our Fresh Start Facebook page, and look for a Train Your Brain, and put your resources and what you offers and your services out there. So when the individuals go look, they can see what service is available for them. Email me, or message us what services we can get, and we'll start this collaboration. That's why I want to be able to create a whole platform where individuals that's kind of embarrassed, kind of their ego, kind of their pride, prevents them from asking for help from an individual that they know, but they can go in this resources and ask for help from somebody that they don't know. So, I would appreciate you guys to bring your resources. Let me know what you guys have available to be able to help these individuals. I know personally, but I can't be able to put it all out here for you and stuff. And I just want to make this platform to be able to to reduce the mistrust of the community and the individuals in the systems. You got a lot of individuals like the police system, the district attorneys. You guys might see me in the pictures with all these guys. Like, I remember one dude came to me, "Oh, gee, what you doing sitting up there attacking with that police? What you doing over there with district attorneys and stuff like that?" And it makes me laugh, because I tell them, I said, listen, I go to all these people with all these meetings, and when I meet with them, I say, we might not have the same agenda, but let's work upon what we agree upon. And maybe in the future, between trust and building that relationship, I could persuade you to see things my way, or vice versa. But if you're not at that table, and if you're not working with the people to change stuff will never change, and people will stay in their corners. So I just want to break the mistrust. Bring together. There's bad in everything. There's bad gang members. There is bad police officers. There's bad teachers. There's bad fathers. There's bad mothers. You know what I mean? So we can't just dictate everybody and put everybody into a plot that they're all bad. You know what I mean? It's the systems itself that usually has a negative effect, mainly on the minorities and the low income people. And we got to be able to provide and break these barriers and these prejudices and these biases against everybody, and come as one, for the right purpose. So I can go on all day about that, but I don't blame the police officer. I blame the individual. You know what I mean? And I blame the system. So that's why I just want you to know that they have so much help out here for you guys. You know what I mean? And just come. It's okay to ask for help. It really is. It's just okay to ask for help. And like when I was going on with my essential workers, you guys are going through some severe anxieties. You got the doctors, the nurses, the teachers, even trying to still love their students, trying to figure out what's going on with them. It's serious things. You got the correctional officers that's up there, that's in jail. What these guys got, the inmates. You got the inmates. I got one brother that I was talking about that once he's about to go home, he got released. He's released for parole, but now they don't know what they're going to do with him because of all this corona and stuff. So he's more worried about catching corona now when he's released. So he's kind of timid of even wanting to come out. So how you just did all this time in jail, but now you're worried about coming out. So it's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of anxiety. So I want to be able to create a platform for you essential workers. I want people to be able to, I'm gonna start a program where if you bring an essential worker up to on Fresh Start page, you acknowledge an essential worker that thinks that need a reward because of the work they do, they will get a Fresh Start hoodie. That's what we're gonna provide. Every week we're gonna provide a Fresh Start hoodie to an essential worker that you guys give us. So we got numerous hoodies, different colors and everything. We even got the hoodie representing the Worcester 508. So these are going to go out to the essential workers for free. So I want you guys to recognize an essential worker that that goes out of their way to do the necessary things with empathy and compassion to be able to help others. So I want to recognize them individuals. So go to our Fresh Start page, Facebook page. Recognize the individuals, put who you need. We might not get to everybody, but hopefully we can get to the few that we can, or hopefully you guys can be able to drop some more dollars and stuff, and we can be able to get more for everybody else. So I just want you guys to know that, you know. And if you want to volunteer, make sure we would love to have volunteers when you know things get back to what I call the new norm. You know, things will never, I don't think, feel that things will get back to normal. What is back to normal? Where I can't hug my mother or where I can't, you know, hug my brother. I'm a hugger. All y'all know me. I give much love and I hug. Now I can't even hug nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to create a new norm, and you're gonna have to adapt to the new norm, but you can't live your life in fear, guys. You know, you just gotta be smart about what you're doing out here, smart about the things, the people you're involved with, and smart about your decisions. And I want to create a platform to help assist you guys with that. You know, all I can give you guys is my honest opinion and my advice. And I just want you guys to know that there's no ill intent or nothing bad. I'm not benefiting from this way in no way, financially, physically, anyway. I'm just want to be able to give my service and give my community back what God has offered me, you know, and that's what it's here for. So I want you guys to continue to be able to, you know, push this movement and let our essential workers know that we're here for them, and we could be able to do what we need to do, you know, to get through it and stuff. And I'm also going to be able to create you guys platforms where you can be able to address the essential workers, let them know to say thank you, you know. So it's more about the essential workers right now, you know, because they're in the forefront of the battle, and it really is a battle. You know, we got to make sure that we're taking the necessary precautions, you know, to prevent them from you know, getting sick themselves. So they're, you know, underpaid but overworked. So we got to make sure they're safe. And all the agencies that's opening up your business, make sure you're practicing the safe thing. Because if you get your customers sick, you won't have no more customers to come by. And trust me, they will remember where they got sick at. Trust me, when they come into your store and they notice that you don't have no gloves and that you don't have no mask on, you know, they feel a little nervous of coming in there. So for the individuals that's not taking it serious, make sure you take it serious, you know. And that's what we're just here to promote, and letting you guys know, take it serious, do the necessary things to get through it. And Fresh Start Train Your Brain is going to be here to help and assist you through that stuff. So, you know, we keep going at it. Next, we're going to end up coming up with you guys. I'm going to ask you guys for some questions. You know what I mean? If you guys have got any questions, you got any comments, this is what it's about. So that way, if you got any questions that I can be able to address, and I can address you now after we're going to take another commercial break, and then you can write me a question, you know, or a comment, you know, say happy birthday, and, you know, let me know that you're there and you're out there watching and things. But this platform is going to be beautiful. You know, it's going to be starting this Friday coming up, May 1st. The month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So that's why we're starting off this platform now in the month of May, to let people recognize that, you know, your social and your emotional well-being is more important than anything. Your health is your wealth, not just your physical health, your mental health. You know, it all collaborates together. And you got to be able to deal with all those things to be able to get you through the next day. You know, so we're going to, if you got the questions, you got the answers, I'll answer them. And even if you ain't got no questions, you know, kick a little comment. I want to make this just not about me talking. You know what I mean? I want to be able to deal with the audience out there, to be able to say, you know, ask me a question. I can give you my professional advice, you know, and let you know it's okay. You know, all you got to do is just ask. So right now we're going to go for a commercial break, and, you know, take your little break and ask for them questions and comments, and then I will answer them on the way back.
I am partner up with Worcester City Hoop. Fresh Start Worcester City Hoop is partner up, and we're going to offer paid and full scholarships to go check out City Hoop's training camp. So what Woody's going to do through all the basketball, Woody's going to pick the guys that are females that will win it, and then you can come down to Fresh Start, get your tickets. We'll give you a hoodie, we'll give you a shirt, and we'll give you whatever else you need help with.
You're not part of only Woody's 508 family. Now you're a part of City Hoops family. Now you're part of Fresh Start family. We're all in this together. So if there's anything that any one of us could ever do to help you guys in any way, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to ask. You hear me? Serious. Okay? And then after, you see it and stuff, and you see how this experience with is, let us know how you feel about it. Then hopefully you can bring it down to the next generation, and then it will be you here next year giving a 508 Forever Young Scholarship and Worcester City Hoops to the next person. All right, because it all starts with you guys.
I just pretty much what he said. You guys are the first ones receiving us, and take pride in it. Understand the direction that we're heading in. We often say that the city doesn't have too much for our youth, but we're a living testimony that we're out here doing things in the community. We're willing to give back. We're willing to help you guys out with whatever you need. Not just basketball, like you said, mentoring. Anything that you guys need, whether it's academics or anything like that. So take this, run with it, and be an example for somebody else out there. That may be in the streets or in the community that lives around you or whatever. And then show them that there is something out there for you guys, and there are people out there willing to help you guys out. So congratulations, guys.
You're going to learn some good basketball skills. There's going to be some speakers there doing some exercise stuff, some CrossFit stuff. I know you play in Worcester Team United, so take advantage of this. Right? This is not just given to anybody. Woody gave it to you guys because he felt you guys were deserving of this. Right? So take advantage of this. And like Derrick said, pass this down maybe to someone else, right? You guys will be sitting here next year, taking pictures with them and passing on what you guys learned, right? So take advantage of this. Good opportunity, right? Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Here we are back again. Remember I'm Derrick Kiser, CEO Fresh Start Wellness Center. We promote mental health and the educational, criminal justice systems. And here we are back again. I'm just seeing if anybody had any questions, any comments, anything to say. We're out here. You have a professional licensed mental health counselor to be able to answer your questions. If you want to ask questions about the program, you want to ask questions about resources available, anything about or you can tell me how you're getting through with the corona. How are you getting through this pandemic? What is it that you're doing to help assist you through these things? I sit up there and I talk to a lot of my friends and stuff, and they some just staying home. Some ain't really even caring. Some is just living their life, like normal. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, they doing that, but that's how they deal with it. So, if there's anything that you guys want to address, or address even you talking about your friends, just let us know and keep it coming. I could have made up some questions and stuff already, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I just want to see what y'all got to say, and then if y'all ain't got no questions, then I'm gonna keep yapping and scrapping, yapping and scrapping about it. But I'll tell you what I've been doing to get myself through the pandemic. Every day, and when I wake up in the morning, I meditate. I spend 15 to 20 minutes meditating. And what I mean by that, I just sit down and I start breathing, and I just start going over how my day is going to be planned, what I'm going to do, and deal with myself. And then I spend the next 15 minutes more stretching on my foam roller, getting my body, getting it all together, waking it all up. I try to focus, stretch and meditate in the sun. My window goes out to the sun, so getting that little sun energy and things, and that's what I do in the morning. And then I get myself together and I come down here to Fresh Start's gym, and that's where I focus on mind, body, and spirit. The gym is where it's at. Your physical body, this is your temple. You got to take care of your temple. A lot of people that I talk with and I deal with, you know, they haven't been in trouble, they haven't been in jail, they don't see, you know, oh, I don't have no mental health issues. But then I look at them and they're unhealthy. You know, they're really, really unhealthy. And then you're sitting up there saying that you don't have no issues, but you're okay with, you know, your situation and what's going on with your physical health. So, you know, a lot of people got to recognize your physical health is just as important as anything else. Because if you find yourself, there's this one guy that, you know, totally turned his life around, totally, completely changed his life around, did everything that he was supposed to do. He was working, taking care of his kids, you know, truly amazing story. But he never took care of himself physically. And I used to tell him about that. You know, you got to get in the gym or you got to eat right. And, you know, you really are what you eat. You know, no BS. But, and then unfortunately he passed away, you know, and, due to that, you know, due to him not eating. And it was sad because he didn't take care of his physical health and he didn't think that was important. You know, but he changed all his life around. He's doing all the right things, making all this money, but he didn't get a chance to enjoy it. And some people won't get a chance to do it and not enough die, but be able to do all the things that they need to do to enjoy it. Like run in the park with your kids or your grandkids or, you know, go play ball with them. You know, do all the physical things that you want to do because of your health. So, you know, focus on that. That's how I get through. I call it my therapy.
Stacy Cole says happy birthday.
Well, thank you there, Stacy. You know, you always representing. My girl from Georgia, from Lakeside to Georgia. Much love and thank you, you know what I mean? I know you're a big supporter. You've always been a big supporter. We pushing this movement about mental health from Georgia all the way back here. So, you know, thank you for putting out the platform and thank you for reaching out. You know, brother 48 years old, you know, we only get better anyway. So, yeah. So, but that's what I do in the mornings. I wake up. I do what I got to do. I go work out. I spend about an hour and a half, close to 2 hours working out. And then I go home, you know, take care of what I got to take care of, take a shower, et cetera, et cetera. And then I come back down here, a fresh start. I do telehealth, where I go on the computers and I do counseling through the computer, you know, and I continue to work on programs, workshops, and things that I see that fresh start is when, you know, when the economy and everything's get back, that we can be able to start, you know, pushing and pursuing. Hopefully we can find some individuals that will, you know, believe in what we're doing and financially come through for us. You know what I mean? Because all we need is to be water. We got a lot of stuff planted in the seeds. All we need to be is water. So, you know, that's what I do. So we come back and then I sit out here for about 4 or 5 hours, getting all the work in, and then I take myself back on home. I eat, relax, watch a movie, fall asleep. No, I read a book by the end of the night. I like to read. I'm reading a book called Not What to Think, How to Think. You know, and that's very challenging stuff. And that's what been putting me to sleep instead of staying on social medias and doing all these other things. If you can't find yourself going to read a book, read a book. One thing I got to tell you guys too, you got to find some structure in your life. If you let the kids go without structure, you let yourself go without structure, you know, it's really gonna come back to bite you. You know, every day you should have a plan like it was a normal day. You know, wake up at this time, you know, do your homework or do your work or something at this time, you know, get through it at this time. You gotta have that structure, you gotta have that plan and be consistent on your structure and your plan.
Hey, Cabello says happy birthday, bro. God bless every day. Great to see you on here.
Yeah, thank you dear my brother Ed, you know what I mean? Much love, my brother, you know what I mean? To everybody else that's representing, you know. Just trying to spread the word, you know. We all have our issues and we all got to deal with it. So I just want to create a platform to be able to help individuals like ourselves to get through it, you know. So much love to you, Ed. Hope all is well. You know, brother made it to 48. Hopefully I'll be making it to 98 and keep it going and going, you know. But yeah, so that's what I do. So you guys got to try to find different things to keep your mind off of things and keep your mind busy. Look for more productive and constructive things. Cause back in the times, you always say, I ain't got time to do nothing. Now there's no excuses. You got plenty of times to think about things that you want to do. Even if you got fired or you're unemployed right now, you know, you got to start thinking about what do you want to do with your career? What do you want to do with your next step? I'm sitting around there watching people, you know, on their social media platforms. You guys got dudes just doing the same thing that they were doing outside of that, like nothing's happening. You know, you got dudes up there drinking from the same bottle, and continuing doing the same thing without progress in itself. Right now is the perfect time to start reading. They got online classes. They got so many things available for you guys out here to do. So, just take advantage of it. Ask me if I got resources and things to be able to help assist you to get in there. They got the CDL classes. They got a lot of things opening up. The city of Worcester, Maddie Castillas, she does amazing things. I'll give her a shout out. There's only a few people that I really rock with with the officials, but Maddie definitely looks out. So reach out to her. But no questions. Any questions? Anybody got any questions, comments? Because I could keep going, but I don't want to make this about me. I want to make it about you. This ain't about me. This ain't a platform for me to keep talking and talking and talking and talking. So, just remember to vote your essential worker in so they can get a free hoodie. You know what I mean? A free hoodie, a nice, beautiful hoodie. Represent that fresh start, 508. Remember about that positive energy, guys. Positive energy is the key. Inhale positive, exhale negative. Your energy is what dictates your life. This is my first show. And I want to thank you guys, for coming in, the ones that did and the ones that didn't. I will see you on the next show. This is more family-friendly, educational, mindful discussion. I'm going to come up with a different platform where it's more personal. I'll expand more on that in the near future. More adult conversation, but I'm going to try to keep this limited because I would like, the kids to be involved and the kids can be able to help, get them the tools and the resources to help them through this. So, here I am, you know what I mean? They just say a lot of counselors don't look like their community, but here I am, your community. I'm part of your community. I'm one of the persons that helped destroy it. Now I'm trying to be one of them to help make it better. You know what I mean? So this is a community event. Like, again, I'm not personally financially benefiting from this platform. I'm in either way, have no ill intent or nothing bad behind the advice, in my opinion, that I'm giving you. It's all from a professional experience. I am a licensed mental health counselor. Those that don't see it, you can see my license right there, my certificate, my degrees, and all these other things. But the degrees don't make me to the man I am, but it also provided me with educational stuff that I didn't know of. So, when I hear people talking about, yeah, I could be a mental health counselor because I'm a counselor. Nah, brother. That's just like you're saying you could be a doctor just because you know how to take care of a cold. You know what I mean? So, I definitely have a lot of things that I could help you guys with. So, don't be afraid to ask a question. I provide the answers for you. So just remember, this Friday, Mental Health Awareness Month at 3 o'clock, fresh start again. Train your brain. We'll go over anxiety. We'll go in more detail about what it is. Bring your kids, bring your family members to talk about this, project, to talk about anxiety. Make sure that you're looking at your kids, making sure that they're okay. And if you need help, reach out to me, any way that you can.
We got a question. So, are grocery store employees okay to nominate for essential workers? My friend and his wife work at a deli at Stop Shop every day.
Of course, they're essential workers because those are the ones that feeding us. So, yes, essential workers, grocery store, trainers, employees, manufacturers, the people that's in manufacturers, essential workers that's getting us through it. So, yes, grocery stores are one of the main employees, main essential workers. Because without them, we wouldn't be getting no food. So, yes, any person that's working right now and that's considered essential, I'm willing to rock with you because you're putting your life on the line for us to benefit us. And you're not just being out there to be out there to take away from us. So, yes, you would definitely get the sweatshirt. You know what I mean? We will give it delivered. Might even send Legendary Legacies, Ron, and them to deliver it with the kids and stuff. So, big shout out to Ron and all he does, amazing work out there. And we'll get him to deliver it. I'm going to call you on that one, Ron. But, yep, definitely essential worker. So we got these sweaties and these hoodies. Make sure you reach out to Fresh Start Facebook, our website, donate. Forget about donating to all these politicians that never do nothing for you. You find yourself in the same situation. Donate to a community, nonprofit. The money's not going to me, that we can be able to help. Continue programs like this. Continue movements like this. Continue to be able to provide jobs for the individuals that we call from the forgotten community. That's what Fresh Start is, the home of the forgotten. A lot of individuals that pass through these walls that I do talk, at one point they feel forgotten. They feel like they are not loved. You know, I'm just letting you know that I got love for y'all out there. I got love for you. And I want to be able to provide you what God provided me with. And that's just help. You know, so thank you. Look out for Friday, 3 o'clock. Next show, Train Your Brain. We'll be going over anxiety. Make sure you go to Fresh Start, 508.org to go down and donate. Give us that money, $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, $10,000 a month. Give us something, whatever you can. If you ain't got no money, come down and volunteer. And thank you guys for joining the first show. And you know, for the ones that didn't, hopefully we will see you Friday. And we'll continue this movement. You know, God bless. Much success. Train your brain. Positive energy only.